Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94. We're back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to the last great NBA Live 10. This is from the same guy we watched last week, who did the PS2 era of NBA Live. So yeah, we about to get into this. The last great NBA Live, which is NBA Live 10. It's not even up for debate. Live 10 is still the best. It still holds up to this day. As far as like the PS4, Xbox One era goes, the only good ones I'll say is 15 and 18. The rest is ass. Like 14, I don't even think NBA Live fans want to talk about 14. 16, come on, bro. So 10,000 units in the first 6 weeks. Fuck out of here. Then there's 19, the last one. That shit was so ass they ain't even put out a game since. Shame what happened to Flip. But anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right.
So in my last video, I spoke about NBA Live and how great it was on the PS2 era. And I brought up NBA Live 10 and how good that game was, and it low-key brought Live back. But the prior releases really messed up this game's reputation, which led to 2K taking over. You know, EA released 4 bad games in a row, from NBA Live 06 to NBA Live 09. All those games was trash, bro.
And I don't care what anybody say. This shit 10 times better than NBA Live 10. NBA Live 10 is ass, bro. NBA Live 10, not NBA Live 10, NBA 2K10 is ass. I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all be like, but they got my career though. That shit was still ass. I just played an entire my career. Starting from trying to make a team, to playing the summer league, to getting on the fucking roster and going all the way to win a championship. That shit was ass, bro. It took me so. The only reason why it took me so long is because I was not invested into the game. The game is so fucking ass. Like, I don't have any. I can't even fully immerse myself or invest myself into that game. So I'm gonna just say NBA 2K10 is ass, bro. NBA Live 10, I invested hella time into this game, bro. Back then, my younger days, when I was in high school, I invested a lot of time in the Live 10, bro. Because it was fire, bro. It's a fire ass game. Shout to Mike Wang. He actually made NBA Live great. Again. They need to see if they can poach him back from 2K again. If you could poach Mike Wang back from 2K again and have him develop NBA Live for the next 5 years, shit, y'all might got y'all something. But I still to this day don't get how y'all fucked up the bag on Mike Wang so fucking badly, bro. Mike Wang, clearly, all y'all had to do was just pay that man. Let him do his own thing. Let him have the freedom and creativity to do what he want to do. I guarantee you, NBA Live, there would be an NBA Live 26 right now. There'd be an NBA Live 20, an NBA Live 21, an NBA Live 22, an NBA Live 23, 24, 25, and 26 right now. If they had just kept Mike Wang happy, bro. But instead, let's fuck it up. Let's restrict the man, give him no freedom to where he can barely even do his fucking job, and hope and pray that he don't leave. Stupid motherfuckers.
Stand on what I say. Animations was terrible, gameplay was awkward, everything about those games just felt weird. If you disagree, you just an NBA Live fanboy, bro. Stop being in denial.
Facts.
Stop being clouded by nostalgia. Them games weren't good.
Bro, you can't save them niggas, bro. You can say that same line over and over again, and they're just gonna keep moving the goalpost. They're gonna keep telling you your channel is stupid, your channel is garbage. I've been dealing with that shit for years, bro. You cannot convince these NBA Live niggas of nothing, bro. These NBA Live niggas are stuck in their ways, and they will tell you anything and everything. Like I said in the last video, one nigga said NBA Live 05 is better than 2K11 because it's just better. I'm like, how? In what world is NBA Live 05 better than 2K11? all y'all got in there is the dunk contest. No, the gameplay is amazing. The gameplay is 10 times better in 2K11. What the fuck? You can't convince these NBA Live niggas of nothing, bro. They would say the most egregious shit. And like I said, they're stuck in the PlayStation 2 era. There's nothing you can there's nothing that's going to bring them out of that. They're stuck in the PlayStation 2 era. They don't know how to escape it because they don't want to accept the truth. That's why they stayed on the PlayStation 2. If the PlayStation 2 games was just as bad as the 360 and PlayStation 3 games, they probably would have accepted it, and there would probably be more 2K fans out here than NBA Live fans. But because the PlayStation 2 games were better than the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 games, they live off that. So realistically, when they're saying that NBA 2K never really took over, they're talking about from the PlayStation 2 standpoint, because that's where all this is coming from. In their delusional heads, they think that because they still have a good game on the PlayStation 2, that makes this shit better. That's how they look at this, bro. I figured out the psyche of an NBA Live fan, bro. These NBA Live dick riders that's still holding on, they're holding on to the PlayStation 2 era. They're like, no, because on the PlayStation 2, NBA Live was always better than 2K. It was better. Kind of. There were some dud years, like NBA Live 2003. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2K3 was a little bit more. 2K3, I don't know. Was it 2K3? I think it was 2K2. Yeah, 2K1, 2K2 was fun. Like, don't get me wrong, Live 2001 was fun. 02, I didn't fuck with it. I was on Live. I was on 2K22. I mean 2K2. 2K3, I hate 2K3. Yeah, 2K3 is the one with that fucking slow motion crossover. That shit used to piss me off. Yeah, fuck 2K3. That shit, my cousin used to abuse that crossover. But aside from that, though, 2K4 was pretty good. 2K5 was amazing. Like, come on. Then I will admit 2K6, I want to say they went all the way up to like 2K8, 2K9 for PlayStation 2. Nah, they went up to 2K12. They went up to 2K12 for the PlayStation 2, and then they stopped making PlayStation 2 games. So from 2K6 to 2K12, yes, they just copy and pasted the same game and just updated the rosters. I will admit that. So it was basically the same game from 2K6 to onward. So yes, I will admit from 2005 to 2000 well, they stopped making EA stopped making PlayStation 2 games. What? Live 09? That was the last PlayStation 2 game. So from that time to NBA Live 09, yeah, you could say NBA Live was better, but like I said, this is the delusion that they have, bro. I figured these niggas' psyche out. They're stuck in the PlayStation 2 era and they don't want to come out of it. Because if they do, they're gonna realize, oh shit, this game is trash. So they have to stay in that PlayStation 2 mindset in order to believe the shit that comes out of their mouth.
Some of y'all will say NBA Live 10 is the last great NBA Live. Some of y'all will say NBA Live 19 is the last great NBA Live, and I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's not. That shit is garbage.
And the reason why I disagree with NBA Live 19 being the last great NBA Live is because it feel like you have no control over what happens on this game. Everything is animation based and predetermined. Everything was canned, from the blocks, the steals, the rebounds, the layups, the contact dunks. It was so annoying when you got, oh my god, bro. You can play all the good defense in the world, my nigga, but if a nigga go up for a layup, it's over with, bro. He gonna make it 9 times out of 10 because so many contested layups go in on that damn game. And you could do everything right. It's just nothing you can do when you get locked into an animation. That's how Live 19 is. There's been times where I stripped the ball loose from a nigga, or somebody stripped the ball loose from me, and I'm chasing after the ball and my player's right there and he won't pick the ball up. But the nigga behind me somehow still end up getting the ball because the game has already determined who they want to have that shit. That shit is so whack to me, my nigga. And I value user stick skill a lot. I'm a big advocate for that and having a skill gap in your game. So when you have a game like that, where's the skill gap? You can lose to anyone. I remember hopping back on NBA Live 19 early last year, just messing around with the homies, right? And the sum of my experience, it's so wonder why they don't make NBA Live games no more and they not trying to compete with 2K. Because if you take a game like NBA 2K19, which was its competitor at the time, and split the game side by side and compare the two, you would much rather play 2K. Let's be real, bruh. Now granted, don't get me wrong, Live 19 is the last good NBA Live since NBA Live 10, because in comparison to the other NBA Live games like Live 14, 15, 16, and even 18, yeah, that was definitely the best one. But if you just take the game by itself, it's still a lot of issues, man, and that just shaped my decision to why I think Live 19 ain't the last great NBA Live game. But I don't want to talk about NBA Live 19 too much, because that's not what this video is about. We're here to talk about the
fuck NBA Live 19
right now. NBA Live 10, the last great NBA Live game. But before we talk about NBA Live 10, I gotta take y'all back to where it started on the 7th generation, because it didn't take them until NBA Live 10 to finally make a good game on these consoles. NBA Live 06 came out on the Xbox 360 and it was absolutely terrible. When EA got to this generation of consoles, their main focus was just making their games look good instead of actually play good.
I hope you bring up 2K history as well, my brother. I hope you bring up 2K history as well, starting off in the PS2 era, in the Xbox 360 era, and in the PlayStation 4 era. I hope you bring up their history too, because 2K6 was ass, bro. I don't care. 2K6 was just good graphics, bro. That shit was a port of the PlayStation 2 game, because all the PlayStation 2 animations were in there. It was just a couple of movement animations that was next gen. It was just a couple of movement, like how they walked up the court and stuff like that. But the dribbling, the shooting, the dunking, the layup, the defense, all that shit was the exact same way it was on the PlayStation 2, bro. Fuck out of here. 2K6 was garbage, bro. In comparison to Live 06, while Live 06 was the same fucking thing, it was just a port from the PlayStation 2. It was just more funner to play. Like, real talk.
Using graphics as a selling point because they know some gamers is naive and that's all they see. Oh my god, this game looks so good. Look at the graphics. I have to get it. But when they pop these games in and play them, they often get slapped with disappointment. Games lack content, gameplay was trash, animations was stiff and awkward. And NBA Live 07 for the Xbox 360, again, mediocre product. NBA Live 08, again, trash. NBA Live 09, not good compared to 2K, with them releasing 4 mediocre products in a row. Do you really think niggas is gonna stick around when they got another option to go to? Especially when 2K was making games like this. Yeah, man, I think we can all see.
You had 2K. Back around this time, you still had 2K. The PlayStation exclusive basketball game. Sony had their own basketball game. NBA Ballers was still around, even though that NBA Ball, I ain't gonna lie, I still need to do that series too. I don't know why I'm putting that series off. I need to finish up that NBA. I need to finish up the NBA Ballers trilogy, bro. I don't know why I'm bullshitting, bro. I need to finish up NBA Live. I'm the NBA Ballers, bro. I need to finish up that trilogy, bro. But NBA Ballers was still around, even though that shit was trash. NBA Street was there. It was still an option. Yeah, that was it. We only had a few options. You had Street Ballers, the Sony, the Life basketball game, or you had the two gold standards, Live and 2K. That's all you had. We didn't have that many options in the 360 era like we did in the PlayStation 2 era. I hate that it became that way, but it shouldn't have been that way. Everybody should have been able to make a game for the 360. At least one for 2006, bro. Or 2006, 2007. There should have been at least. We still should have got an NBA shootout, an NBA inside drive. We still should have got shit. I'm trying to think what else. What else was out there? NBA shootout, NBA inside drive, NBA shit. Yeah, it wasn't that many options, bro.
That is clear why 2K took over by then. You can literally see how smooth and fluid the game looks through the trailer. I'm talking about through the trailers, bruh. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm about to put some 7th generation NBA Live trailers up on the screen, whether if it's 07, 08, or 09. And you can still see how stiff and awkward the animations and gameplay look through the trailers, bro. You're not supposed to see that. A trailer is supposed to be the best time to catfish people, to make people think the game is something that it's not. And EA couldn't even do that. I could still tell these games is hot garbage through the trailers. It just seemed like EA didn't know what they was doing at this point, and they just didn't know how to make a good game. But when NBA Live 10 came out, that's when we seen a big shift. The game actually felt smooth and responsive. For those of y'all who don't know, Mike Wang, who most of y'all might know for his work on NBA 2K, actually stepped in to help work on this game. He left 2K to help work on NBA Live 10, that way it can help EA get back on their feet and it can be some real competition in the basketball gaming space. And Mike Wang,
and then they pissed him off.
That was goated if you ask me, because competition bring out the best in everybody. And this help clearly did a lot, because NBA Live 10 was a huge upgrade from the previous NBA Live games that came out on the 7th generation. Finally putting NBA Live back on the map, and it looked like NBA 2K had a serious competitor again. And that's what we need the most, is competition. Competition creates variety. It means I got another option. Because whether you decide to choose between NBA 2K or NBA Live this year, you ain't make a bad choice. Each game has something special to offer, especially NBA Live 10 gameplay. The gameplay on this game is easily the most polished NBA Live gameplay up until NBA Live 19, and most of all, everything is free flowing and smooth. Nothing feels stiff about it. Another thing I love is how shooting is finally on one button. I don't gotta press circle to shoot and square to dunk. I love the dribble system too, bruh. It seems like once you learn how to crack it, you can just glide across the court and it looks so tough. I'm not even trying to overglaze, but everything about this game offensively is satisfying. Whether if it's hitting a three and watching it go straight through the net, dunking on somebody, yamming on a nigga top, or posting up with a big man and throwing down a dunk. Some dunks on this game is so powerful, it dead look like they about to tear the rim down, bruh. I hopped on this game and I was just so happy playing it and having so much fun. I felt like a little kid again. And to make it even better, these is real, raw, authentic PS3 clips y'all watching, my nigga. I had to back out the old dusty PS3 that sound like a jet engine. I tried to emulate this game, but the game kept crashing on me, man. But I couldn't let that stop me from getting some gameplay footage of this incredible game right here. Another fire feature was being able to choose the atmosphere you wanted to play in, whether if it was regular season, playoffs, or NBA finals.
That's what made the NBA Live so different from 2K, was the crowd environment. Like the 2K crowds, they were preset a certain type of ways. Like home team scores, yay! But if it's like down into the in the final moments and it's a tie game and the home team got the ball and you shoot that bitch and you lace it for the buzzer beater to win the game, the crowds are still mild. The crowd is still the same. But at NBA Live, it was different, bro. NBA Live, it was different, bro. Like certain players, if certain players were on, I remember in Live 15, I was playing Live 15. We was playing against the Houston Rockets, and this is around the time Dwight Howard was on the Houston Rockets. And I was playing with the Orlando Magic. Every time I scored a bucket, the crowd instantly started booing. And I was like, why is the crowd booing? And it's recorded too. You can watch the gameplay in my NBA Live 15 playlist. But I was just sitting there, I was confused. Like, why is the crowd booing every time I scored? And I had realized it's because Dwight Howard kept touching the ball. After anytime Dwight Howard touched the ball, the crowd instantly booed and they got loud. The boos were so fucking loud. It was crazy. The dynamic shit that EA would do, bro. It's those little things that EA does that just makes their game stand out. But it's like you do the little things, but when it comes to the bigger issues, you don't work on them. That's been EA's biggest issue.
Now they took out the GOATed All-Star Weekend mode that we all loved in NBA Live, but with the game being so good and many other elements, it don't even matter. Especially because they added other game modes too, including this other fire game mode called Adidas Live Run. This is basically like Jordan Rec Center, but just ahead of its time. Low-key wish I had a chance to play this, bro. If anybody ever played this, let me know how it was, because it looked fun as hell. Now I know y'all.
Shit was cheese. That shit was cheese, nigga. Anybody that had Ray Allen, KG, LeBron, or Yao Ming, you was a fucking dickhead. I swear to God, them 4 players right there alone, you was a fucking dickhead, bro. Especially Ray Allen, bro. Because here's the problem with Ray Allen. Ray Allen If you figure out his jump shot, he's not missing the shot, bro. No matter what type of defense you play on him, Ray Allen won't miss, bro. For some odd reason, Ray Allen would not miss, bro. No matter how good of a you literally had to double team him. You literally had to double team whoever was playing Ray Allen because that's the only way he would miss. If you just double team him and put two hands up when he shoot, he would miss more often. But even then, he'll still make some bullshit, bro. So anybody that had Ray Allen, bro, you was a dickhead, bro. If you was doing that shit in Adidas Live run, bro, you was a dickhead.
See me cooking up in these clips, but trust me, I done had plenty of moments in this game where the AI has showed me ain't shit sweet. Yeah, the AI on this game is actually smart on defense. If you throw a risky pass, best believe that shit getting tucked. If you try to dribble with a big man, you getting ripped. Post game in this game really matters a lot if you a center. The presentation on this game is real nice too. I also really like how each stadium got their own unique lighting. This game got a real atmospheric feel to it, bruh. So when you put that on top of the game having good graphics and finally having good gameplay, this is what we wanted for a long time, is for EA to not put all their eggs in one basket and just focusing on graphics. You get this right here. All thanks to Mike Wang though. This nigga played such a part in NBA Live's revival, so much to the point where he left, they went downhill again and crashed and burned. Mike Wang did his part. He helped EA make a good NBA Live, help get back on their feet. Now competition has returned to the basketball game in space and he can go back to 2K. Problem is, EA got a problem with sticking to what works. Instead of taking what Mike Wang had done, adding on top of it and making it better, they completely scrapped it and tried to go with something different, resulting in them releasing NBA Elite 11. The game was riddled with bugs and glitches. They tried to overcomplicate the controls, and the game eventually got delayed and never released. There's only about a few copies of this game left in the world that exist. So if you got this game, you better hold on to it, because it's going to be worth a lot one day.
Oh, it's not, nigga. Not with emulation around, nigga. I just played an entire season of that on my PlayStation 3. No disc needed, nigga. Just get the emulated version, bro. It never came out, so you're not really stealing it. Are you stealing something that never came out? No, it's archive media. You can, bro, when it comes to archive, there's ways around this piracy shit, okay? They say it's illegal. It's not really illegal, especially if it's archive media that no longer exists or is not available for purchase. Now, a movie or a song, yeah, I have to admit that's stealing. A movie or a song that is stealing if you download it. But a video game, though, if you can't purchase it or if it's not available anymore, they don't make the game, the company went under, you're not stealing. You're not stealing it. It's archive media. And NBA Elite 11 never came out. So don't sit up here and say, oh, you stole it. You stole. Nah. It's archive media. It doesn't exist. So therefore, I can do what I want to do.
It really is right now. NBA Live 10 was the last NBA Live released until NBA Live 14. And after 2K released NBA 2K11, even though 2K had been up on Live for years at that point, it was clear the writing was on the wall. NBA 2K had became the main basketball game.
Okay, that's going about do it for this one, man. For sure, man. Hey, look, when it comes to NBA Live, man, I hate to see where it went, but like I said in the last video, EA did it to themselves, bro. It's like all y'all had to do, like he said in the video, EA has a problem with sticking to the formula. They take 10 steps forward one year, and then they take like 50 fucking steps backwards the next year, and you be so confused as to where they go with this. But hey, it is what it is, though. NBA Live no longer will cease to exist. They're never going to bring it back. EA fag boys, I said what I said. They're never going to bring it back. It's never coming back. NBA Live is never coming back. It's dead. If they don't even want to put out a college basketball game, what the fuck makes you think they're going to be willing to put out an NBA game? They don't want to. They clearly showed y'all that they don't want to do this no more. It's all about money for them. Y'all niggas really think that y'all niggas really still think that this is the same company from 20 years ago. No, this is not the same company from 20 years ago. 20 years ago, in the PlayStation 2 era, yes, this company was goated. Now, no. They don't do that no more. But it is what it is, though, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you on the next video. Fuck EA, fuck NBA Live, fuck the EA fag boys. They did it to themselves. It's over. Ha ha, I win. At the end of the day, the only person that won was me, because I told you niggas this was going to happen. But y'all want to keep dick riding. Y'all don't want to put the pressure on the company or the devs. Y'all keep saying, oh, this is the problem right here, bro. You always complaining, bro. You need to stop that, bro, because they're doing the best they can. You can't keep doing that to them, bro. We can't just keep complaining and complaining and complaining. No, if we kept complaining, they would have focused on making a better game. Give us what we want. Instead, bro, they will listen to you. I really want people to understand. Like, when it comes to the gaming community, we have the power as consumers. You have to come into this with a consumer's mentality. You can't come into this with a fanboy mentality. Because see, what happens with fanboys is you dick ride a game too much. You don't give no feedback. You just praise and glaze the game all fucking day. Nothing changes. Nothing significant happens. And then you keep getting the same game over and over and over and over again because you're not speaking up. You're not stepping up. You're just saying, you just keep patting on the back saying, you guys are doing okay. I appreciate it. Just keep making my glorious game every year and I'll be fantastic. That's what y'all do. And this is the result of dick riding. You get what happened to NBA Live. This is a prime example where dick riding goes wrong. Okay? So if you niggas had the mindset of a consumer, this shit wouldn't happen. You would still get your glorious NBA Live. But you decided to be a dick rider instead of a consumer. You decided not to use your fucking brain. And now you don't have no NBA Live no more. It's your fault. There's nobody to blame but you and the company. So I'm going to let y'all figure it out. But anyway, so that's just going to about do it for this one. I'll see you on the next video. Till then, deuces.